Hey everyone, this is the Noble Artist here, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys 3 here, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys 3 of my new customs. This is going to be Waxer, Clone Commander Cody, and Boils. Now for those who haven't seen the Clone Wars, Boils and Waxer are solely from that series. I do not believe they're actually in the movies in the background or anything. Clone Commander Cody, he however is, but I'm going to show you guys all 3 together because they are in the same squad, or the same regiment, unit, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys these figures. Now there's not a whole lot of differences. Waxer and Boils, they're basically the same clone, just a different helmet. Everything is pretty much the same. Their backpack is different, but it's a very small difference. Other than that, they're like identical. So this is going to go kind of quick, hopefully. And then Clone Commander Cody, he obviously has some differences in his armor and helmet and all that good stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to this review. Now I just finished these guys, so they might, I'm going to be a little bit delicate with these because I think there might be some wet paint still on these, so I don't want to like scratch it off or anything, but there's actually some dust on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get to this review here. This here is Waxer. Get this to focus. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom. Starting here, we have the fabric spacer in between the armor, which I put on there because that's what they have. That wraps all the way around nicely. And then for his knee pads, I modeled these after the pictures. I looked them up and I saw what they looked like, and I modeled these as best as I could after that. But I made some changes, like the knee pads were like all orange, and that's a lot of orange, so I just put a little bit on there, and I think that turns out a lot better than just putting a big chunk of orange. It's just overpowering, and I like the way this turned out a lot better. But got the 2 knee pads, and then the centerpiece right here. Got the little orange stripe going on top of that. 5 pieces of ammo packs, or supply packs. I'm not really sure what you would call those. I mean, it can be anything. Sticking out right there, those look really awesome. Painted those white, then I painted the top part black, put a little silver dot in the middle just to give it some, I'm not sure if you can see those silver dots, just to give it some more detail. Like that's the little button part that opens up. And then moving on to the chest, the chest is pretty much plain other than this orange triangle piece at the very top. Going down, there was a 501st clone that had that. I can't exactly remember his name. There's too many names going through my head right now. But there was one that had, it might have been Jesse. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But he has like the same thing, but it's blue. But he's got that pretty much. That's the only thing on his chest. Moving on to the arms, he's got the wrist pad, and then the gauntlet, and then the shoulder pad, elbow pad, the 2-part elbow pad, which I'm going to go back to using these elbow pads just because I don't need my hand there anymore. Just because I like the way it looks. I mean, it's a little bit longer to make, but I do like the way it looks on the figure, so I will be going back to this style if I can. And then here on the arms, I painted on the little comm link that they have on their wrist that they used in the Clone Wars series. Same thing on this arm. As you can see, it's like, it's the same arm. It's that on the other side. And then moving on to the back, I have 2 more little ammo packs, supply packs, whatever. The thermal detonator in the center. And then the backpack. This is just a single piece of metal that I had. And I painted it black and white. I kept it fairly simple. I didn't want to go crazy with it because I didn't want it to like overpower anything, but it's just a very nice simple backpack. It pops out just a little bit, not too much, not too little, but yeah, overall just a nice little pack. Moving on to the helmet of the figure. Now the thing of the helmet is the Lego, they print these things right here on the side, like this gray piece on the side of the helmet right there, the little sliver. I don't know why they paint that or they print that in there because it just looks terrible, so I scraped that off. It wasn't very hard. You take a X-Acto knife and there's a certain technique and you can just rub it off. I probably might make a tutorial on that if you guys are interested. But I painted inside of mine because that's where it should be. If you look up the images, there's like this big dark area in there. And if you think I'm making that up, Lego wouldn't have printed it onto the figures if it's not supposed to be there. And then I put some more gray in the back of the helmet. Put that little black dot there just to add some more texture into the back. Now he has this single big old orange fin on his helmet, which I love because I like the style of that fin. It's just a really cool. That's a cool thing. A lot of clones have it, but it's a lot. It's a lot of fun to paint. As you can see, I did a pretty good job. It's not coming up on the fin a whole lot. Then he has a little orange piece down there, little orange goatee. And then if you can see, he has on either side these 2 tally marks. I'm pretty sure he's taken down a lot more droids than 10, but that's what his helmet has. He has all these tally marks on his helmet. Now they are a little off kilter. I did that on purpose because he's not going to put them on like uniform on both sides. But yes, that is Clone Commander Waxer. Hope you guys enjoyed it. He also does have the neck guard. I'll go ahead and show you that going around his neck. And he is a clone. He has a clone head. But yes, that is him. I hope you enjoyed it. Moving on. This is going to go really quick because this is basically the same thing, guys. I'm just going to pretty much show you the helmet because this is the same figure. This is Boyle's. He has the exact same armor. I made him at the same time, so everything on this figure is identical. Although he does have the orange stripe going on his side, on both sides. I didn't do it to the other one just because I didn't leave enough room in between his arms to put that there. And once you put the armor on, you can pretty much guarantee to break the armor off when you try to take the arms off. So I don't want to break the figure, so I just left it. I left it be. But his backpack is a little bit different. It's a different piece of metal, but it's still painted black and white, kind of the same color scheme, but just has a little bit different textures to it. But all in all, it's a really good backpack, and it looks really nice on this figure. Okay, moving to the helmet, because that's really the only other difference, is he does have this single orange stripe going up top of the helmet, above the visor. That actually is a hard stripe to paint because it's a very thin line, and you can go too much paint and it would drip above it and below it. So to get that on there just right was really hard, but this one turned out really nice and I'm really excited about it. He does have this red, I don't know why I'm using my finger. He has this red upside down triangle. Now this too was hard because you don't have a lot of room on the helmet before you get to where this fin actually starts. So I did my best just to put that on there. You know, obviously it's gonna look better on like the real clone helmet because they have more room to work with than a Lego. But yeah, that turned out really nice. Now one of the other differences is that he has this orange markings on the side piece and he does not. That is another one of the differences. And he does have this really cool insignia. I'm not too sure what it means. I probably should have looked it up before I did this. But give you guys something to do. Go to Wikipedia and look it up. It'll probably tell you what it means. But that is on there. It looks really good. Now for those who are wondering how I got that on there and then the tally marks, it is actually a, it's like an art, it's like a really nice fine-tipped art pen. So before anyone says, I thought you don't like Sharpies, I don't like the idea of painting with Sharpies. Like if all the orange on this was Sharpie, that's what I don't like doing because it's not difficult to do that and it's not, I like to paint, but using a fine art pen to put details on is a lot different than painting with a Sharpie. So just don't leave me any comments down below saying you don't like Sharpies, blah blah blah, because I do use them for detailing. But yes, moving on to the main feature. This is Clone Commander Cody. This guy is probably one of my favorite Clone Commanders, mainly because I like orange and I thought he was pretty cool. Unfortunately, he did betray everybody, but it's all good. I can forgive him for that. But he does have some other differences other than the other two. Now there's different variations of Cody I found out, but one of them had 2 stripes, one on either side, but I just went with a single stripe going down this thigh. Pretty much the same armor as the other 2 going on up in here. He's got a little bit of difference of the paint scheme here, and then he has a single orange pouch. The other 2 do not. And he kind of has a sunrise effect here on his chest. Back in the day when I made these, this was actually metal, but then I realized with this one that he's not going to have metal on top of his metal armor like that, so I just painted the pattern on which turned out really nice. I like the way that looks. The arms basically the same. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same figure, just a couple subtle differences. Both arms are exactly the same. He does however have on this shoulder the antenna right here. That I glued on there and then painted silver. That is a little piece of metal actually. And then moving on to, I'll go to the back next. His backpack is different because I made him first. If it focuses, his backpack is a little bit bigger. This is also one solid piece that I had, some piece from a computer or some electronics that I had. Painted the sides brown, I believe. And then I got some black and white just to accent it, and then the top, you probably can't see it that well, but there are two stripes. There's two little slivers. There's actually metal from the piece itself, and I just left it on there just because I like the texture that it gave. But really cool backpack. Of course, he has a thermal detonator and two more pouches. Moving to the back of the figure, or to the helmet, I guess. He does have right up front a little kind of like a sunrise, those little beams coming off of the center piece of his helmet. Again, he has the gray painted on the cheeks and also on the back. And he has really nice antenna on this side. And then I don't exactly know what this is on his helmet. I don't remember him seeing him use it. I think it might be a flashlight or something or other, but I'm not exactly sure. And then of course he has the visor. This is a custom visor made by moi. It is made out of metal, just bent around the helmet. Kind of hard to make, but it was fun. You know, it fits the figure nicely. It's not, you know, too bulgy. The good proportions on the figure. I wish I didn't have to move my camera around so much, but it's hard to get this up angle on the figure. Top of the fin painted orange. There's a lot of orange on this guy. Then he has these two tan stripes that run down his helmet. Those are actually pieces of metal that I put on there and then painted tan, just to give it more texture, because it is like a piece. It's not just painted on there. If you actually see the figure, it's they actually pop out just a wee bit. So I went ahead and put those on there. But yeah, this is my clone commander Cody, and he too has a clone head, and they all have the neck guard, which is really awesome. So yeah guys, this is my clone commander Cody, clone trooper Waxer, and clone trooper Boils. I hope you guys enjoy these figures. If you liked them, hitchhike them. Give this video a big thumbs up, and if you could help me out a lot, push this button up here and it will take you to my channel, or you can subscribe to me. And if you are the first person to leave a comment on my video, you will get a shout out, which I will place right up in here. If you have content on your channel, like if you post videos, then I will put a link to your channel with that so people can go and check out your stuff. Just to help you guys out because it's fun. And if you guys make customs, let me know because I want to see them, because I enjoy watching other people's videos. Doesn't have to be Star Wars because I do a lot of other stuff. With that being said, if I can find them, my next update, or just my next video, I'm probably going to show you guys what's in this bag. It's a lot of really cool old school stuff that I made back in the day. Some like medieval weapons and things. So yeah guys, with that being said, I hope you have an awesome day. I'm actually going to be out of town for I keep saying a wee bit, I don't know why. I'm going to be out of town, so I won't be able to get a video out for probably the next 2 days. So just please keep that in mind. But when I do come back, I'm going to be showing you guys some cool stuff. I will be finishing this Mandalorian. Someone suggested a good idea to get into this paint, but I tried and I still can't get into it. I actually have a tool designed for getting this really awesome tool. I can't do it one-handed. Really cool tool. I'll probably show you how this works one day. But it's designed to help you get lids off of paint, and I still couldn't do it. So I'm going to try to figure out a different color scheme for this, but it's going to be epic. Don't worry, and I'm going to do some more historical stuff. And it's just going to take me longer than I thought, but I'm going to get it all done. And you guys are going to hopefully enjoy what's coming. Yeah, and also if you do find my stuff on Instagram, because I do post some of my Legos, that's my personal Instagram, and I'm going to make a new one for my clones and my customs, just because I have a lot of other stuff on there, and when people find my Legos, they like all of them, and then it just kind of floods my my phone up. So I'm gonna make another Instagram with this channel. So with that being said, I'm rambling, so you guys enjoy your day. It's Sunday. God bless you all, and I will see you in a couple days in my next video. Alrighty guys, bye.